Hey. What's going on, guys? We are back. Facts over feelings. We in the building. We are in the building. Hopefully, all is well with you. This is a Friday night. We back here. We back tapped in. About to get a crack in. Lock, cocked, ready to rock. Okay? And we in stock, baby. We in stock. We got it tapped in tonight. Right? But before we get into all that, hopefully you guys had a good day. Good Friday. It wasn't too bad. Weather-wise, we like that. All right? We like that. Okay? But first and foremost, we got to tap in. If you guys don't mind, please like, share, and subscribe. Touch bases with your boy. Subscribe. Tap that bell so you know when it's coming up next time. Right? You get that alert. When you get that alert, tap in, baby. You'll be doing yourself a favor. Trust me. All right? But we here. One more time, please, if you guys don't mind. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. We taking it up another level each time with each upload. Okay? All right? So please do me the honors. One more time. If you guys don't mind, like, share, and subscribe. All right? We're on the road to 1K subs. 1K subs. We will get there by hell or high water. We're going to get there. All right? Okay, but we're going to tap in, man. Got a cigar on deck. This is a newbie. I was told by the guy it was a good one. I'd like to sell you. We'll see. All right, we'll see. Anyway, yeah, so, we have a little doozy for you guys to tap in on tonight, man. A little doozy. It's a few prime topics, yeah. A few trending topics, trending news, right? But in the world of sports, we got to get to that first real quick. There's a few areas we got to touch on as it relates to sports style, right? Okay. I don't know if you guys been keeping up with the Summer League. Boy, Bronny James. People still want to hate, but I think he's slowly but surely coming out of that shell. Slowly but surely coming out of that shell, okay? First game was Lakers versus the Mavs. He had to go up against the rookie, Cooper Flag. That was the rookie. Man, pardon me. Can't drop this snoo lighter. Right? Anyway, he had to go up against the rookie, Cooper Flag. It's pretty good, competition. Pretty good competition. People saying that Cooper Flag, got busy on them. I don't know. The stats might tell a different story. All right, the stats might tell a different story. All right, okay. I mean, they both didn't really go for wild numbers, Other than LeBron, he put down 8. Okay, didn't play that many minutes, but he put down 8. But Cooper Flag only put down 10. So it's not like he was outmatched, But as it relates to the field goal percentages, Bronny was up. All right, he was 2 for 8. 2 for 8 from the field. All right, and 1 for 6 from 3-point range. Cooper Flag, though, he was 5 for 21. Took him a longer time to get to it. Okay, 5 for 21 and 0 for 5 from 3-point range. Looks like the stats tell a different story, huh? Bronny was locking him up. He was. I ain't gonna hold you. He was doing his thing, man. He was doing his thing. Now, of course, people are still gonna hate. That's the world that we live in right now. People sit behind screens and they throw shots. I get it. Okay. But the question I had, though, what is it going to take for Bronny to fully come out that shell? All right? Pardon me 1 second. Now, personally, I think Bronny's in what some would call a mental prison to a degree. But what I mean by that is he might feel the need He might feel the need, the necessity to live up to the name he's been given. Bronny, right? LeBron Jr., to be a bit more, precise with the name. Okay. LeBron Jr. It's a big shoes to fill. But should he have to fill his father's shoes as it relates to sports? Maybe his father put a chain around his ankle by giving him his name. That happens too. That happens. I'm not saying his father had bad intentions. I'm sure it probably came from a good place. But the road to hell is paved with good intentions. All right. So the name could be a hindrance. Possibly. These are just theories. Just putting it out there. As a way for LeBron to fully come out the shell. All right. I see the potential. Man. Okay. A lot of people want to hate. I want to see him win. I'm going to keep it a stack with you. I want to see him rise and flourish. Okay. But I think he might have to spend some time away from his pops, though. Give that relationship some breath, some air, some time. And he might need to go into the mountains, in silence, and get down to who Bronny really is. You feel me? But when he comes out of that silence, upon exit of the solitude, you know where he got to go? He got to go to the hood. He got to go to the hood, all right? And find out what it is to play on concrete, all right? That concrete in Rocker Park, in Brooklyn, Kingston Park, Soul in the Hole, right? He needs to go to the concrete. That concrete will make a man out of you. That's for sure. That's the fact, though. All right. He's been playing on these nice leagues, since he's come up. But those leagues don't fully make you what you really can be. Okay. He needs to go to where the monsters are and come out on the other side. You do that, nobody in the league can stop him. I guarantee you. What type of court you think his father was playing on over in Cleveland? What do you think he's playing on? Just nice courts in Cleveland? No. His father was on the concrete too. Outside of him being in school, right? Outside of being in school and playing on the basketball team, I'm sure his father was on the concrete. That concrete makes a man out of you. That's a fact, though. Okay, it's a whole different other type of atmosphere, motivation, right? Inspiration when you're on that concrete. So once he comes out of that, out of solitude and out of the mountains, when he comes down off the mountains, he needs to go to the hood, go to Brooklyn. Okay, go to Brooklyn, right? Go to Harlem, go to Rucker Park. Okay, Kobe did it, right? Forgot LeBron did it. I don't think LeBron played though, but Kobe did it, and a few other players did it too, because they had to go to the proving grounds. Those are the proving grounds out there, man. All right, you're gonna get hacked. You're gonna get you name it, beat up, punched, whatever. Okay, but he might need to go there. And that's going to really harden him up, toughen him up. He smiles too much. It's going to toughen him up. Okay? Supposed to be a warrior. There's a time and place for everything. But you don't got to smile for everything, laughing and kikiing. Ha-ha and kikiing with your opponents. Do that later. But when when it's time for battle, you got to go to battle. All right? So that's my suggestion for Bronny James. He needs to just spend some time away from his pops, give that some room, go into solitude, right? So you can get down to who LeBron or Bronny really and truly is. And once he comes out of solitude with the Akuma beads, then he needs to go to the hood. The tougher, the better. Have some security there with you, I guess. You don't want to get robbed. You feel me? Because they will rob you too. All right. But have some security there with you, right? But you're there to play and to get the feel of what it is to be toughened up. You feel me? So that's my advice. I think Bronny should take that. If you guys see this, pass this on over to LeBron and to his son, man. All right. It's going to take him to the next level. I guarantee you. Okay. And in other sports news, I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Angel Reese. Yes, WNBA. Angel Reese. Okay. I'm conflicted a bit. I'm conflicted. All right. So, Angel Reese, my thoughts on her are shifted a bit as it relates to her being a player. Right. She has sneakers. She has her own sneaker line. Let me just get right to it. She has her own sneaker line with Reebok. Okay. It's a decent price point, right? It's a decent price point. I think it's like $100. It's a decent price point for a pair. Okay. The question is, does her play warrant her getting her own sneaker line? It's a question to be asked, man. What was the motivation? What was the inspiration? And what was used as a guide to decide if she specifically should have her own sneaker line? Is it her play? It's a valid question to ask, right? It's a valid question to ask, okay? So, her stats, she has pretty decent stats, pretty decent, right? Average of, 12.5 points, 12.6 rebounds. It's not to sneeze at. 12.6 rebounds is nothing to sneeze at, okay? And it's the fastest player to reach 500 points and 500 rebounds ever in the WNBA. Wow. Good, decent stats. Can't even complain about that. Decent stats, bro. Wow. Shocked the hell out of me. Shocked and chagrin. Okay? Shocked the hell out of me. Right? Angel Reese, who knew? Okay? That's a good question, though. Who knew? Right? If I didn't go searching for this information, nobody would know. Right? So if nobody would know what her stats really are, then what would be the motivation behind her getting her own shoe line? Was her play and her abilities the reason for her getting her own shoe line? Or could it have been something else? Is she known for something else? Is she known for something else? Yeah, I think she is, right? I think she is. She gets more, I believe she gets more talk. She gets more viewership. Not so much for her play on the court, which she plays pretty decent. I'm looking at some of her highlights. I was looking at it, pretty decent, right? I think she had a style of play that's similar to LeBron. Not the aggressiveness, but like the vision, the ability to make plays, right? To pass and to have assists. The style of play is pretty decent. Again, it shocked the hell out of me. But is she known specifically for her style of play, her abilities on the court? I don't believe so. I believe what she's known for is being borderline a stripper when she's showing it. Okay? That's what she really gets the most, attention for. All right? But when she's showing the culo, okay? for how deep that thong could be in that culo, bro. That's what she gets the most attention for. Let's keep it a stack. Let's not even play this game, right? That she gets the most applause and adulation for her game on the court. No, sir. She gets the most attention for her ability to make a thong disappear. Bar none, period. Okay? All right? She has way more images of her being half butt naked versus her taking a shot. All right? So I believe that she got the shoe line due to her popularity, not to her abilities on the court, which she has. Again, like I said before, she has good stats. No, I'm not hating on her. I'm not hating on her. Initially, I was. I'm not hating on her. I did my research. I can't hate on her. Okay? It's just the fact that she's not really known for her stats. Right? She's not known for her stats. She's not known for her abilities on the court, which she has a pretty good pocket. Okay? She has a pretty good arsenal. But what she is known for is being scantily clad. So that's what the motivation was, I believe, behind her getting her own shoe line. And now she's also on the cover of the end of the 2K game, the WNBA version. Come on, bro. Come on. Let's not fool ourselves. Okay? Let's not fool ourselves. Yes, she can play. One more time, she can play. I'm not trying to disparage her as it relates to that. Okay? But she is not known. She gets way more attention. Okay? She gets way more attention for her, you know, looking like a stripper. Her looking like a hooker on the strip than for her abilities on the court. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's not even play that game. Okay? But kudos. Congrats. It's in order. Huh? Congrats on your shoe line, love. All right? Keep up the good work. Okay? You know, and you know, keep those images coming, man. It's helping you. All right? It's helping you. All right? And let us know when the OnlyFans is gonna drop, all right? I guarantee you, like, that's gonna sell too. I guarantee you. All right. But with that being said, we're gonna jump into the meat and the potatoes of tonight's upload. There's been a lot of talk about this situation. It's troubling all week. It's a troubling situation. Stand by. I gotta take a sip. Pardon me. I don't normally say that the cigar is lit and the tea is hot. We got the beverage tonight, baby. We got the cool beverage. All right? It's cold. Okay? But this topic has been one that's been spoken about all week. A lot of people have been saying a lot of different things about this topic, right? It's a super trending topic. It's one of the most Googled topics. Jeffrey Epstein list. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. We got to tap in on that one. There's a lot of shenanigans going on. All right. We got to know, you know, we got to dive into this one, expound on it a bit. Okay. This one is giving my boy, DJT, you know, his first black eye. You're getting a black eye on this one. All right. It's not going to knock him down. Okay. It's not going to knock him down. But it shows that he can bleed. Okay. Shows that he can bleed. Like Ivan Drago. Okay. He's not a machine. He's a man. Okay. This is showing that. Okay. This is showing that. You know. So if you guys don't know, I'm not going to get into the whole history of who Jeffrey Epstein was. That one's a rabbit hole. You have to dig down deep on that one on your own, okay? But he's a dubious individual, okay? His history is one that is well documented, so the information is already out there. It's nothing, you know, new that you're gonna find out there, all right? But why that's a point of a conversation today right now is because my boy, my president, DJT, he ran on a few key points, right? Things that he would do if and when he gets back into office, while he was running to get back into office, right? One of those things was releasing the Epstein files and client lists. He said it. numerous times while on the campaign trail. We're not going to act like that didn't happen. That happened. Okay. And that also helped people to say, whoa, if he's really going to do that, I really want that to happen as well. So some people probably could have also been one issue voters and voted for that issue specifically. That have been dumb issue to vote on specifically, but that possibility exists. You feel me? So far, my boy has been on a roll. He's hit the ground running. These past 6 months, he's been doing his thing, right? Very few presidents have done all that he's done in the 6 months that he's been in office. Very few. Transformative presidency. That's a fact. Get out of your feelings, right? Get out of your feelings. A fact is a fact. I can break it down for you, right? But I'm not gonna do it all right now. I can, but I'm not going to do it all right now. Okay. And his campaign, promises, he's been checking them off. I'm not gonna hold you. Okay, again, he's been checking them off. One of the promises, though, was to release the information about this dubious individual. Hasn't been done yet. Seems like people are dragging their feet. There's been a lot of excuses as to why it hasn't been done. It's not looking good. Okay. Now, is this going to tank him? No. Is this really something that's going to affect the livelihood of all of us? No. Right. But I believe it is important to know if the people who call ourselves or call themselves our representatives, people that we've put into position, people that we have given power, right, to act on our behalf, if they have also carried themselves in a way that is less honorable, right? Jeffrey Epstein is known for doing some very heinous things, especially with children. Okay, especially with children. He had a lot of people also that he had influence over, especially people in the political field, right? He's tied to certain groups or a certain group of people, right? Intelligence agent, the whole nine. Okay, so it stands to reason, more than likely, he has dirt on a lot of people. What kind of dirt? We don't know. Everybody's speculating right now. But some speculations are actually, pretty good speculations. Okay. Trump put people in position. Pam Bondi, right? She's the U.S. Attorney General, head of the DHS, Department of Homeland Security. He put Kash Patel, head of the FBI. Dan Bongino, the Assistant Director of the FBI, right? All people who held positions in these different departments in the government prior to, right? Pam Bondi was the AG for Florida. Kash Patel, he was a previous FBI agent. Dan Bongino, he was a previous Secret Service agent. These aren't people that just came off the corner or just had a podcast. No. These are people who have decades in the government. Okay? In these departments in the government. So like, these aren't people that don't have, a reputation that precedes them. All right? All three have said this information is out there prior to them becoming, into their positions that they're in right now. All three have said it. Dan Bongino has said it. Kash Patel has said it. Right? Pam Bondi has said it. Okay? So we expect all of them that when they get into their respective offices for them to get busy. Now, we know there are other things to consider as well. All right. But it was stated, even though it may not have been stated under oath. All right. Because I know that game too. They can lie to you because they're not under oath. They're just campaigning. All right. That's a secret that you guys should know about too. All right. So when you hear them saying certain things that they're going to actually do, they could keep in mind, they could be lying to you. You know why? Because they are not under oath. These niggas is all lawyers. Don't forget that part. All right. Don't forget that part. Doesn't mean that they are lying, but they could be. Keep that in mind. All right. But now these guys are all in offices. They're in their respective offices, right? And all the people are seeing are reasons why it hasn't been exposed, or the most famous one is there's nothing to see here. It doesn't exist. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Listen, the people are not boo-boo the fools out here. All right? The people are not boo-boo the fools, man. Okay? There's something, right? So they may be trying to play a semantics game. So like it may not be an actual list, right? Okay? So like it may be people in a ledger. That's possible too, right? But nobody said ledger. It could be videos of people, okay? And from those videos, you can make a list, right? That's possible too. But don't tell me, don't piss on my leg. Tell me it's rain, B. That's disrespectful now. And that's what the problem is. People now out here are feeling disrespected because you playing in our faces. All right? You're playing in our faces. Okay? Now, Trump is going to have to, wreck shop. He's going to have to take control of this thing. Okay? Because at the end of the day, all of the things that these people are doing is going to affect him more than them. All right? So he's going to have to, grab a hold of the reins and get control over this thing. Somebody might have to get fired. I'm going to keep it a stack with you. Somebody might have to go. And I have a person I think that probably needs to be replaced. Okay? I got somebody in mind I think that needs to be replaced. All right? And it's the person that has been the most problematic as it relates to this whole situation to begin with. AG Bronny. She may have to go. Okay? She may have to go. Outside of these, blunders, she has a history of being unable to commit. She's been married about 3 times. All right. I'm gonna keep it a stack. She's been married about 3 times. Engaged like twice. She's engaged right now. If that even goes further, who knows, right? But she has an inability to commit. That's telling. That's telling. The way you are in one area is how you're going to be in other areas. That's a fact, though. All right. So, needless to say, her habit is to not be fully committed to something. That's what she does habitually. Right? So, based off of who she is, when somebody tells you who they are, you believe them. Right? When somebody tells you who they are or shows you who they are, believe them. Okay? Bronny shows me that she is unable to commit to something long term. So she can say, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, and not even do it. Or make an excuse as to why she didn't do it. Right? And if she knows that she's not going to do something, maybe she shouldn't say that she's going to do X, Y, Z. Just a thought. Okay? Just a thought. So, I think the easiest person to replace also is Bronny. The easiest person out of those 3. Okay? And I have somebody in mind that he can put in there also. In place of her. He's actually shown that he's a better representative for the Trump administration. Okay, I forgot the guy's name. Right, it escapes me right now, but I think his name is Steve something, but I forgot his last name. Anyway, the point being, okay, this whole situation is almost a self-inflicted wound. Pardon me, a self-inflicted wound. All right, it didn't have to go this way. Everything else has been clicking. Last week, man, Trump had like 2 or 3 straight weeks chalking up all wins. All wins. Of course, every day is not going to be sunshine. We get that part too, right? But don't shoot yourself in the foot in the beginning. You don't have to do that also, right? If you make a mistake, that's something totally different. But you don't have to shoot yourself in the foot. All right? That's not smart. Bottom line, to a cheddar bob yourself is not a smart thing. You feel me? Don't cheddar bob yourself, Trump. Be smart. Okay? Be smart. And you're smart. You're smart. In this situation, though, how this is being played out to the public, it's not looking very smart, though. I'm going to keep it a stack with you. Not saying that you're causing this, but the people who you put in these positions, especially AG, Pam Bondi, yeah, they, especially her, causing a huge problem for you, right? But the good news is, this can be reversed. It can be reversed, right? So it's not so bad that it's going to bring the situation or the administration down. Not at all. Not at all. And this is not going to affect the livelihood of the average American citizen. That's a factor. We know that. Okay? But it's the principle of the matter, though. You feel me? It's the principle of the matter. Okay? You say you're going to do something, then it has to be done. That's it. Bar none. All right? Your word is your bond. You feel me? So, you have to do what you're going to have to do. All right? Now, I believe, I don't know, but I believe this list is being held on to. There's a lot of people on there that can be possibly disparaged, guilty by association. So, that's saying that certain people didn't do anything. Certain people could possibly have not done anything, but still done business with this individual, guilty by association, right? Certain people, the information could be used against. It's too powerful to just throw away, right? Certain people you can say, hey now, let's get your stick together because, this right here, this is you, right? It's a powerful tool, okay? Trust me. They do it all day. Okay. They do it all day. Trust me. Hydra plays no games. Okay. All right. So that's my speculation as to why this is being held back. All right. The information is power. Knowledge is power. And when you have knowledge over someone, that you're having power over that person. You feel me? So that could be possibly also a reason why all the information has not come out yet or is being held back, right? So, we'll see. Time will tell. Okay? But let's not do any more self-inflicted wounds. Okay? You guys are kicking butts and taking names. Okay? Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. All right? Let's keep it going. Control whatever you can control. Whatever's out of your control, you don't even worry about it. All right? Remember the old adage? Okay? But still do your thing. You're doing a good job. Keep up the good work. Trump. All right? Do the good work, man. And get the busters from out of your circle. Okay? You from Queens. You know what I'm talking about. You from Queens, New York. Get the busters out of your circle. Okay? It gets in your clothes and it stinks. Believe that. All right? Anyway, that's my upload for tonight. Tap in either tomorrow or Sunday, because we got to touch on this Nicki Minaj and Jay-Z fiasco, quagmire. right? Because Nikki's trying to walk Jay-Z down right now. Man, she's taking the Queens route, right? The Southside Jamaica Queens route. But Jay is from Brooklyn, here in Brooklyn, dude. Let's not forget that part too. Monster Projects. Let's not forget that part. This should be interesting, all right? we'll see what comes to that situation, all right? But peace to the fam. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, right? Make plans. You worked hard. Enjoy the weekend, okay? I'm going to see you guys either tomorrow night, if not, Sunday night. But we're going to tap back in. We're going to get back to it, all right? Get back to it, man. Onward and upward. You feel me? Like, share, and subscribe. Please, one more time, like, share, and subscribe. Peace to the fam.